Yeah, versus because like that's similar to how I am, but I work it in increments. But when when somebody show me one thing, it just sparks questions for the next thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if you explain the liquidity to me, now I need to know, okay, how do I know that it's actually liquidity? And once what lets me know that it's actually a liquidity sweep is a market structure shift. And that market structure shift confirms that the trend has changed. And once we can confirm that the trend has changed, now we know that it's time for us to enter this trade and then for us to start taking it to the place that, we trying to take it to. Because like I'm pretty sure if Gary go back to the regular chart now, you'll see this exact same setup that's playing out. Like it's playing out similar to you like it's real similar on what's happening because okay, yeah, like he got this you got this sweep that happened here, right? You got this sweep that happened there. We went over
Yeah.
the swept there. And then when do we know that the trend has changed or that the trend has possibly changed is when we get what's called a market structure shift. And this one, yeah, mark out that market structure shift for them. That's the market structure shift that lets us know that the trend has changed because what was happening before that market structure shift is we got a low here, we got a higher low here, and we got a higher low here. When we get this market structure shift, what happens is it puts in a low that's lower than all the rest of these lows. These lows were going higher, but that market structure shift put in a new low. So once that new low is put in, now you know that the trend has you like the trend changed. And when that trend is changed, we wait for a pullback. And once it pulls back, then we enter and just take it to the downside. And it's like I have so many examples of this and how it looks. Let me see. Let's see. I got so many examples. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Show that new example that I just sent in there if you can. So that'll tell you they got all the steps. This is basically all of the steps of what's going on. So you see how at number one it say sell side liquidity or slash buy side liquidity grab,
Yeah.
and you see how price goes below that sell side. And once we go below that sell side, then we're looking to see if price is going to reverse. And then what you see is you see over here on step two, you see we swept that out and then price started going higher. But when price started to go higher, what did we get? We got a market structure shift. So basically, the trend changed. We was bearish. Now the trend has changed to bullish. And once the trend has changed to bullish, like right here, like we got this market structure shift here where it's changed to bullish, and we put in this fair value gap right there, then you will have step four where it puts all of it together. You got the You got the liquidity sweep where we came down, swept liquidity. You got the market structure shift where the trend is changed to bullish. Then you get the pullback where we tap into a fair value gap, and now we can just ride price up to this or at least that original point right there.
Makes sense. I'm gonna look at it some more, but I like how it's put together.
But yeah, like I said, don't that understanding the most important thing to like that breakup structure and market structure shift. Like if anything else, like most people would call it break of structure, but you definitely want to know, or you definitely want to be looking at a break of structure. You want to understand a break of structure deeply. Like a break of structure is simple, but you want to understand it. If you don't understand it, it'll make all of this harder. But once you do understand it, now you can understand, trend continuations versus reversals. Like no matter what strategy you trade, you're gonna be using market structure. And it's just basically if we are making new highs or are we making new lows, like just what's going on with the structure of the candles. Like are they making, higher highs, higher lows, and things like this. So they're pretty much a lot of the stuff that I covered in the boot camp. And like if you look at the chart now, you can see that we have this high right here, and then what lets you know that we gonna go down, or what can confirm is we have that high, then we have a high that's lower, so we have a not a high, a lower high. We have a lower high right here, and then we have another lower high. So this is the highest point. This next peak gets lower, then this next peak get lower. So like, do that make sense? If we in the downtrend, all of the peaks should be getting lower, right?
Yeah,
Like we should continue, these peaks should
yeah.
continue to go lower.
I say, yeah.
So
I was just gonna say if you made a line, it'll make more sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
so you got this peak here going lower, this peak here going lower, and this peak here going lower. What will let you know that the market is about to go to the upside, or that the
because
trend that the trend is possibly about to reverse?
you've been to break through your low, your original. What's it called? I keep forgetting the name. But your previous day low.
Swing
Oh,
point or
you
something.
saying, oh yeah, yo, you can like swing points. Like that's probably be the most term that we use. Like everything on here be like a swing point relative to whatever it is, whether it's a
Yeah.
daily swing point. But like what I was saying, like you see how this first one, we got this high right here, and then this second one goes lower, then this third one goes lower. What will let us know that the trend is potentially about to change is this high right here, if price decided to come above that high. Because right now
Oh,
we are currently putting in lower highs, like the highs are just getting lower, so that's a downtrend. This price just going down, like you can see price just is constantly going down. So once you take out one of those previous highs and then price does something like this, now it's starting to make a uptrend. Now it's going to start making an uptrend. So it's like once you see the trend is pierced or changed, that's how you will be able to know, is because if we're in the uptrend, what will happen is these highs get higher. Like the highs just get higher. You have one high that just, then the next high get higher, then the next high get higher. If we
so
in
so
a
what you're saying? What you're saying now is it ain't nothing showing us right now that it's gonna change. Like,
Yeah, it's nothing
right,
showing us now that we have a chance of going up,
going to a
unless
bullish market.
yeah, unless we close above this point here, because currently
Which
all of the
okay,
highs are just getting lower. So
okay.
currently what will be happening, what we will be expecting is stuff like this, like for the market to just continue going down. So if we were to look for a bullish opportunity, we would have to see us come above this right here and close above it like kind of strong. And so that's one of the important things, like understanding your trend, understanding your swing points and your market structure. That's the most important thing to understand, is market structure, because everything, I feel like everything else comes together when you understand market structure, because liquidity is a part of market structure. So without understanding market structure, you really can't understand anything else. But if you had no strategy at all, you should at least be able to come to the chart and be able to identify and tell if we are bullish or we bearish.
That part is simple. Think.
And that's pretty much the gist. It'll be like you'll be looking for the same thing. You'll be looking for the same thing over and over within your process. It's just that beginning of, getting out that unfamiliarity of just not even knowing what you looking at or what you looking for. Cause like I say, if the market is to continue going lower, if we to continue going lower, nothing should come higher than this point. Like nothing should come higher than this over here if we are to continue going lower. So if something goes higher than this last little point that we just made, that tells us like we can't be too bearish because we create new highs. If we go above here like this, that's us creating a new high. And if we create new highs, we can't be bearish unless it's a liquidity sweep. Let's see.
I don't know if it's easy if you take
We
that
sure.
control too. I was gonna tell you, they be having to draw these lines and shit. I try to keep up.
Nah, I feel like you said you did good, but shit, I want to
Well,
make sure if
Oh, yeah.
make sure making, as long as it making sense to him about the swing highs and the swing low.
I got him. I got it. I'm in the Saints enjoying last night, bro. I got to eat. Tap
Yeah,
big out still on.
for sure. Yeah,
A
that
good
bit really
video right
doing.
there. No, for real. I was dead. It doing perfect example for it.
Mm. Yeah, that picture perfect right there.
I was trying to ask you too. Would you consider this one an intermediate
Uh,
turn,
that's what I
or
was
would we
thinking when
wait
I
on
was.
another one?
That's what I was thinking when I was giving the example. Yeah, definitely. I definitely consider that. I definitely consider that one the intermediate.
Yeah,
So, in my perspective, this one being the intermediate, a lot of times it may taking this trade here higher probability. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, intermediate short
I'm
term.
trying to make sure because I know it can make more than one. I was trying to see if it need to make another one with two short term highs.
I'm trying.
Let's
Yeah, that show intermediate. It's short term. Yeah.
but I guess though, let me go back to the hourly real quick because see how that move played out overall.
Color outside the lines a little bit, but overall, they still count as a rejection.
Yeah. What did I enter? 9:33, I believe. So it still ain't came back to that point, but you getting at least that confirmation of bearishness. But man, I ain't gonna lie, that damn true day open be fucking me up sometime, but it is still playing out though.
Yeah.
Cause got your true day open, manipulated above. Where's the true day open it again? Right here. It's like we came back to the true day open, respected that point damn near.
And
And
how I
then
look at it is, we just went back to, price did what it did, pulled back into a premium, and now it's continuing to go where it was going at first. So, and that's why I
pull back,
say you,
motherfucker boy.
yeah, that's why I say you wanna find those opportunities that's premium in them premium areas if you're looking for, shorts.
I love that live shit. I ain't gonna lie. It like it so much can be addressed at one time type shit.
Yeah.
No matter what level you on. Cause even
Yeah.
even Joe that a question that nigga asked again about the market structure shit, breaking structure, that shit rung a bell again for me. It's just like oh this shit perfect when it's live. But I know everybody can't be on when it's live.
Yeah, I love that a lot. And I like that's one thing I know about trading too is sometimes I refresh on the basics and look at the basics because sometimes due to how much you be done learned, it'll make the basic stuff be to make more sense.
Mm-hmm. I love how this shit come together though. Especially when it goes smooth like this, like how we just looking at it.
Yeah.
What we was on 2 minutes. What the fuck we was on?
I think it gotta be the 2 minute. You know you love the
Yeah.
2 or 3.
See, three look like matter of fact.
Okay.
Three look good too. At the five time I saw he cooking. Oh yeah, cooking.
Oh yeah, that 5 looking good too. That 5 actually look great.
Yeah. The only thing that would've well, I guess you still got it on down over here on this pullback. But I guess this is would you consider this trade back into order block?
Let's see.
Cause
Yeah,
at the on the 5 minutes specifically, I guess.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely train back into an order block pair with a fair value gap, which makes it
yeah.
high probability.
Cause I don't see no market structure shift within this range before this pullback. That's why I say that. Unless, cause some people be confusing me. They count the wick
Yeah,
as rather than the body, but I count the body.
yeah, the wick count. I said the wick.
A word?
Yeah,
That how
the
you
wick
look at it
count.
too? Okay.
Yeah, but I just want to see it shift. See it because
Boy, you
actually,
just fucked me up. You just I was trying to stand true behind that shit, like the body, because I think TJR even try to stress it like that too. The body, did the body close the blow?
yeah, but I can understand why somebody would say that because if that wick, if it's just a wick, it look like price snapping back.
Yeah,
It look like it's snapping back. So it just
but
it
you
really
got
just depends. That's why I say it just depends on how it feels also. And a lot of
yeah,
times just how the setup look, how it feel, and how confident I am. Like with that order block in that fair value gap right there, like
right.
that trumps all of that. Like that make me like, yeah, that's a great
Good trade.
opportunity.
Yeah. And I see what you talking about, like the momentum rather than entering on this tap back. I would enter right here, entering on here, either even better profit because you see the momentum
Yeah, letting some letting
coming
some type
down.
of rejection out of there happen
Yeah,
first, and just seeing could that give you a better chance
yeah.
to
It-
say you a headache a lot of times too, versus being just sitting there unnecessary drawdown and then being then close the position early as soon as you close it, then it go where you wanted it.
It's a good ad. It was a good ad Friday lesson, no cap.
Yeah, like they said. I'm glad you said something. I always be looking
Shit. You know my ass if it's feeling slow. Well,
Yeah.
if I can grasp both of them, I just wish I could do this shit on the daily. Boy, I had your ass on Zoom Monday through
Hey,
Friday. I had to pay your ass full
nah.
shift.
Hey, you know that what I love having somebody to be able to be on here with and just 'cause like I said, I spend so much time just doing it by myself. When you have people be on here with you when you see like then it make time go by faster and it just be a smoother process and also teaching and showing stuff help me out too. It make sure I have to fully think through my trades while I'm on here doing stuff. I
Yeah,
have to make sure I'm thinking through, and then it's sometimes it be a lot easier too when you stuff come out your mouth versus when you just thinking in your head. And I
yeah.
tell if I'm telling you like, yeah, I see this, then yeah, it's doing this, then doing this, and just be a little better because shit in your head, your mind will just be racing. A lot of thoughts just going through.
Too many damn.
Yeah,
A lot of them, but not the right one.
yeah, that's
Bang it, it's a good trade right here though.
yeah, that's one.
How many pips is that? I mean handles, whatever he said.
Oh, me, they would be so serious about them
Man,
handles.
what? That nigga tripping out. It crazy. I seen another dude, a real old dude, that went back to that chart he had a while back that they used to trade with back in the day. They ain't really show like no body. It showed like the opening, then a line,
Oh
and then
yeah.
yeah, I was like, damn, these niggas really been on this shit forever. How he trading that shit? I be fucked up off that.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you talking about. It be looking like the L's or something.
Yeah,
Like,
man, what? Where did it open? Where it close?
yeah, no covering on the body. Like they just took the top off the candle.
Oh, me, I was like, I see why y'all were losing back then.
Yeah, but I'm gonna come up with a system where we just certain days will be certain thing. Make sure we can get the stocks in too.
Yo, fat. You know Kendrick will love that shit.
Yeah, it's
He
just
probably get his evaluation. I wonder too how he evaluate his, how he look through what he going to trade or if he just a select few he just shuffle through every day. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be interesting.
I think now he just doing spy. Now he used to look at a couple other tickers, but now he pretty much just
Just
do
spare.
spy. But like I said, I got systems to where I can, navigate sectors. I go look at the sectors, then would depend on the sectors, I go look
Yeah.
at the stocks in there. Then, like I got a lot of watch lists. Like I got them watch lists of the cheap stocks.
Yeah, that you sent. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite, some of my favorite stocks are the most liquid ones. So it's like I got processes, and it's really certain ones. Once you learn how certain ones move, I typically stick to them.
Mhm.
Now, if you train with the strat will have you being able to trade a lot more variety of stuff, which I still like.
The indicator.
It don't seem like it, but I still incorporate the strat into my trading. I just don't, I know the stuff by heart. Like I know inside candles by heart. So it's like I don't have to have no numbers on my chart to know that it's an inside candle or nothing like that. I
Okay.
just
I think I see it. Oh, I ain't got it favorited on this one. I think I still got that shit though. Straight. Yeah, down here.
yeah, so like I just know the candles. I just know.
There they go, boy.
Okay.
I should sit down and actually, now that I know the charts better, I should sit down and look at these 212 differently and shit how I used to.
Because with people combine them with ICT and trade them. Like they don't just take any 212, but they
Yeah,
find the 212 that after, liquidity has been swept or something like that. If you see a
facts.
212 when liquidity been swept, now that they make a whole lot more sense. Or if we in the middle of a range and we just swept liquidity and price going up, then you see something, but you know where we going. Now it make more sense to take something like that because you have narrative behind where we're going. Now it make the 212 make more sense.
Let me ask you this too, because like on these outside candles, these right here, because on the daily, what made me pay attention to was ICT, because he was like, when you see a candle like this, they reckon this was the daily. And you had the inside, I mean outside counter, right? If it covered, he said watch out for a reversal on that point. But let's see, he made you just help to do one on there. Okay, so coming down, you got your bearish confirmation, you got your three, and it come back up. But it be some days like I'm trying to find a good one.
Where it'll
Okay,
be,
like this, like
yeah.
this, like this right here. Cause I don't know how to. I
I
don't
think I
know. I
get
guess
it.
we'll get into that later, I
I
guess.
get what you saying though. You saying like when you price is going one way, then you see that three created or that outside counter created, and
Yeah.
it changes the trend in the market, then start going the other
Right.
way.
Do you
Yes.
fuck with it? Do you ever use three? Or you just be fucking
Yeah.
with it?
I use threes, but we use threes. You use threes. Just not how you just not thinking of it that way
A three.
because how you would just use what you would see right here if we on this daily time frame and you see that low right there, the previous day low and the previous day high,
Yeah.
you're gonna mark that out. And if you see previous day low taken, where you now expecting or thinking price can go
To the high.
to the previous day high. So it's like that's you trying to trade a three.
A three touchdown. Okay.
So and it's also you knowing that that a three is a reversal counter because you taking out both sides of the range. Like price that went all the way down here, then came all the way back up here. Like it's a high chance that price is going to want to
Yeah.
reverse at those places and stuff. So it's like we still use that.
So quick question for even like on this three right here. If we use this on a lower time frame, like that concept. So we got a bearish pattern right here, right? So we got one damn bullish candle and it's outside candle. Still, I guess, let's see. I would think there's more confirmation just due to right now how I'm looking at it. I would think this is going to continue to go up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Instead of based off that 1 15 minute. But I guess that still go in the context with how we saying it. Just make sure you pay attention to the higher time frames and
yeah,
shit
to
too.
the
Yeah,
overall. You want to be in tune with the
facts.
overall context of whatever is going on. Because like if you look at that three on the 15 minute that is at the
Hmm.
bottom of that New York AM low down
Yeah,
all the
like
way at the
right
but
here,
yeah,
right?
that one
Yeah.
like that three, you see how that was us sweeping liquidity. We created a
Hmm.
three. Then after that three, we seen price start running
Going
and
up.
going up. So it's
Yeah.
like it's just about where
With
are you looking
context.
for these? Yeah, the
Yeah.
context of where you don't want to just take it because it's this number. You want to have context.
Okay, yeah. Because I could look at this too. Like, okay, it's traded into this fair value gap. I want to see. a three in this point. To say for instance, I look at threes is only reversals. I want to see a three at this point. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To make it come back down. To flip the
yeah,
pattern of this bullish one candle, you know.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
see
but I
what you're saying.
see. Yeah, I see how it play into to point. I needed to learn this to understand the strat. Damn near.
Yeah, and that's what when I first the strat, I really think the strat helped me a lot because like a lot of people who trade the strat, they went and learned ICT also because it helped them to be able to better navigate. Like the strat will help give you some good context. I mean, help give you some good things, or help you even to find trades and stuff. But the ICT is like gonna be your roadmap.
Yeah.
It's gonna be your roadmap. That strat is just gonna be the thing that can help you. And that's why I said like with the when it comes to the stocks, we definitely will incorporate some of that strat in there. And like it ain't gotta be us knowing the exact numbers. Like you ain't gotta remember the numbers. You just gonna look at it as an outside candle. You ain't gotta be like, okay, it's a three. But if you make it easier, of course.
Yeah.
But you just be like, it's a it's an outside candle, or like a liquidity sweep is basically a failed two. Like they call them failed twos, like a two that was going in one direction, and it didn't go that direction. So it's like you have failed twos when you seeing a liquidity sweep. It's like if you find a failed two in the right spot, that will that will help you out, a lot. Or you can just understand like go up some like in this direction over here. Like to this, yeah, that two right. This two
True.
right here. Yeah, right
That's
there.
right. Yeah.
Like you see how okay, for a person who trying to trade this, they'll see, okay, is this is your most recent high. Then we went up and swept above there. So we got a two to the upside. A
Mm-hmm.
person who was trying to enter a trade here, as soon as we broke the low of this, they could get in the trade there and then take this to the downside, or at least to this, to this fair value gap here, and then price went up. So it's like you can use your liquidity sweeps, or even like here, we got we got a liquidity sweep here with this
Mm-hmm.
two to the
Two.
upside here.
Yeah.
And then what did we get? We ended up
Excuse
making the two to the downside. And once that two came to the downside after the liquidity sweep, price just went crazy to the downside.
me.
So it's like you can
Mhm.
definitely pair the strat and use it in in good ways to
I should imply this shit just to challenge myself, but I don't want to confuse my shit right now that I'm trying to fine tune.
yeah, because like that's what I definitely still look at it, still incorporate it. It's just I have it memorized in my head now, so I'm looking at it a different way. But the
I
strat
know.
can definitely help.
Yeah, I see how it coming together. I remember I was studying this shit at first. I done forgot this shit at this point now. I know we're gonna have to go back over this when options come,
Oh yeah,
stocks and shit.
ATR.
Yeah, I'm ready for all this shit though. But I was gonna say at least next week, if we can, let's do one class at least on stocks and options.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta get them video. I just seen them somewhere. I don't know. I gotta
Which
find them.
page is on? Which one?
I don't even know if it's on the. I don't even know if it's on. Let me move this cursor. Let me go look real quick. How do I